So I draw everything transparent and honest on a whiteboard and explained where we were and what we needed to do. And of course, some people got afraid and left, but the ones that stayed actually accomplished more together than we did before.
Good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love for life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Welcome to MattGron's Scaling Up Journey. This is episode 11, and this is when entrepreneurship runs smack into reality. And my name is Mattias, and you are...
I'm Svea. Hi. Welcome everyone to episode 11 of MattGron's Scaling Up Journey. It's Wednesday today, so that means we're talking about something that you are currently working on in your business. And last week... Sorry?
Yes, I said yes. I love Wednesday. Wednesday is actually a word that it's very hard for me every time when I should spell it. So I'm like, how do I spell Wednesday? So I always end up just writing W-E-D.
Like, yeah, the D in there is a bit confusing because you don't hear it.
Yeah, it is. It's very confusing. So yeah, thanks that Grammarly exists. It's like the best app for me right now.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, but it's Wednesday. That's right. In the last episode, I told you how I'm working on the role descriptions and responsibilities here at iGoMoon, and also the goals for each person, and team goals and company goals.
And I would like to know today why. Why you're working on those and why are these so important?
The reason why I'm working on it is because I want everything to be more clear what people actually are contributing to. And I realized at the beginning of the year that a lot of people here struggled with understanding and explaining how their daily work helps deliver on our company purpose and strategy and brand promise. So that's basically led me into this project.
And anything you've learned so far in this process?
I think over the years I have learned the difference between what and how, in this context. As an entrepreneur, my need for control sometimes pushes me to define the how instead of letting people actually figure out that part themselves. So in this role description project now, when I'm defining responsibilities, I try to really focus on the what part because people want the freedom to figure out the how themselves. And I believe a lot in what Dan Pink writes about in his book Drive. I really recommend everyone to read that book because it was a game changer for me. So I think together with the role descriptions and the responsibilities, I need to set the right goals and the right KPIs for each role.
Can you share with us what these goals and KPIs are at iGoMoon?
Our KPIs here at iGoMoon is profit per retainer. So we try to understand how much profit we have on each retainer. And we focus on brand promise score, NPS, basically, net promoter score. I really recommend reading more about that to understand how to actually figure out it's good profit or bad profit you are making. And then we have the labor utilization rate, basically how much time we bill every week and month and year compared to the time we are spending on work. And then we have KPI number 4, which is basically, we say we are marble makers.
What does that mean?
We have a jar with marbles, and that's my attempt to visualize and make make it more fun and actually visualize the progress we are making towards our goals.
Do you have it there? I would like to see that, your jar of marbles.
Yeah, it's over here, and we also have a wonderful post-it on it.
Kulorna ska in. The marbles should come in, right?
Yeah, the marbles should come in, and but now during the remote times, we have translated that fantastic jar into a spreadsheet because it's hard for everyone to actually understand the context when there is a glass jar at the office. So.
Yeah, I understand. But how does it work? So does every marble stand for something, or
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of different colors. So every jar represent 1,000 euro or 10,000 Swedish kroner.
Oh, okay.
So we actually changed it last week now, from before it was 10 hours. Like one marble was 10 hours, and but now it actually, it equals money. So it's just the reason why we changed was because it needs to be tied into our financial goals.
All right.
And when a marble just represented time, it was not. I mean, let's say maybe one person did 15 hours and another person did 10 hours, but that person who built 10 hours actually had much more revenue per hour compared to the other one, but that person still ended up winning the horse game we were talking about, when we were each week we are giving out our horse award. You see the horses over here, yeah. The person with most marbles each week win the horse.
And I think you have a personal story connected to this, right? Where you are visualizing the cash flow in this way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, during the first years, it was very tough cash flow wise. And I remember one period when it was really bad and we couldn't basically pay salaries or our suppliers. And I was, it was a very tough time. And against even advices I got back then, I decided to be very transparent about the situation. So I draw everything transparent and honest on a whiteboard and explained where we were and what we needed to do. And of course, some people got afraid and left, but the ones that stayed actually accomplished more together than we did before. And in that process, I started to follow up every week, and I continued to visualize the progress on that whiteboard. First, I did it with the post-its, and then used a cake candle,
Yeah, the small ones you put on cakes.
Yeah, exactly. And we have we had some clay. Is that a word? Clay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually had a cake candle with clay, and we moved it on that whiteboard when we every month when we sent our process. And that's actually the legacy for what we today refer to as marbles. So
that's cool. I think you really lived up to your core values, one of your core values back then, that is be brave, right? When you were actually sharing, even though people told you not to be open about it, actually tell everyone what was going on. I think that is brave, but it paid off apparently, right? People stayed and you achieved more.
Yes, I think it's so important because the KPIs give people a transparent signal on whether they had a productive day or week. So I learned so much about that back then. When people really understand what they are contributing to, then actually few people can accomplish more than a lot of more people can do.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that story. Is there anything else you would like to add to this, or would you say for this Wednesday we are done? Or is there a wrap up for today's episode?
I think we nailed episode 11, and if I should define a takeaway, I think being transparent and honest is the key. And I learned early you can't hide anything. People will always figure out the truth. So visualize the goals and the progress, and also make it fun.
Nice ending. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Mattias, for these insights, and see you in the next episode.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and please leave a comment if you have any questions. So
and subscribe.
Thank you.
Bye, Mattias.
Bye.